JBN, we keep you informed. I am Michelle Jones, and in the news, 13 held for questioning in Spanish Town raid, 2 vests and ammo seized. An intensive investigation is being undertaken by the police to ascertain the authenticity of one of 2 ballistic vests found during a coordinated search operation at 31 St. John's Road in Spanish Town, St. Catherine on Saturday. We'll be giving priority to the vest marked police, Deputy Superintendent of Police Linroy Edwards said. We want to know if it is the government property, as it is observed that what appears to be a regulation number assigned to the back. We will be enlisting the use of our forensic unit to unravel the mystery around it. Edwards, who heads the operation portfolio in the St. Catherine North Police Division, said the investigation is to see if rogue members are in collusion with criminals. During the operation, we also seized several 12-gauge rounds, Edwards said. The police are aware that the gangs are armed with high-powered weapons. We didn't seize any today, but remain relentless, he added. The police and soldiers descended on the St. Catherine community and searched for members of the Unity, Unruly, and Wildlife gangs, during which premises at 31 St. John's Road and in the Homestead community were searched. 13 persons were detained and processed, including 1 wanted man and 4 persons of interest. The 4 men held are major players in the ongoing violence in the area, Edwards said. The other man is wanted for shootings in the St. Catherine North Police Division. We're asking the public to give information to make the work more productive, he said. The senior policeman said that the gangsters have disrupted a period of peace in the community, which resulted in 2 murders and several cases of shootings. According to a source, the police are paying added attention to 6 St. John's Road, which is covered in darkness at night due to Jamaica Public Service prolonged power disconnection. We have to be using overt and covert personnel, plus we have an additional presence to protect the residents, especially with the lack of electricity in the community, Edwards said. The operation reportedly started about 5:30 a.m. with 30 police personnel and 8 members of the Jamaica Defense Force. Police seek assistance identifying body of man killed in crash. The police are seeking the public's assistance in identifying the body of a man who was killed in a motor vehicle accident at the intersection of Trafalgar Road and Braemar Avenue, New Kingston on Wednesday, September 15. The body is of dark complexion, slim build, about 5 feet 7 inches long, and sports a dreadlocks hairstyle. It was clad in a black t-shirt and black pants. The police said that about 7:45 p.m., a Mitsubishi L200 motor truck was traveling towards Lady Musgrave Road when a pedestrian allegedly walked into the path of the vehicle and was hit. The police were called, and the pedestrian was taken to hospital, where he was pronounced dead. Anyone who may be able to identify the deceased is being asked to contact the Papine Police at 876-927-2047, the Police 119 emergency number, or the nearest police station. Gunman shot dead in reported confrontation with police. One of 2 men who allegedly challenged a police party in Spanish Town, St. Catherine, was shot and killed Saturday night. The man, who is yet to be identified, was pronounced dead at hospital. The other man reportedly fled the scene. It is reported that about 11:15 p.m., more than 5 hours after the island-wide coronavirus curfew took effect, the now deceased was accosted at the intersection of Martin Street and Manchester Street in the Old Capital. He is said to have brandished a gun, and the police fired. A 9mm pistol was seized. An investigation has since commenced by the Independent Commission of Investigations, INDICOM, and the Jamaica Constabulary Force, JCF. Puppyman charged with 2020 murder of Kingston man. 24-year-old Kemar Harrison, otherwise called Puppyman, of Dillpath Crescent in Kingston 11, has been implicated in the shooting death of a man in the corporate area last year. Harrison was charged on Tuesday with the murder of 26-year-old Kimani Dockett, who was shot in his community of Dillpath Crescent on Wednesday, July 28, 2020. Dockett succumbed to his injuries 2 months later. Reports from the Olympic Gardens police are that about 5:15 p.m., Harrison, along with 4 other people, attacked and assaulted Dockett. He was later seen in a gully by residents who alerted the police. On the arrival, Duckett was seen with several injuries to his body and was taken to hospital. Duckett later died while undergoing treatment for his injuries on Monday, October 19, 2020, according to the police. Fire destroys Facey Commodities warehouse. Loss could exceed $1 billion. Up to midday, firefighters were still doing cooling down operations at the Facey Commodity Company at Newport West, Kingston. Group CEO of Seprod, Richard Pandui, says the loss could be around $1 billion. A massive fire that raged for more than 12 hours destroyed a huge section of the warehouse and administrative offices at the 50,000 square foot property. Facey distributes Eve, Kraft, Brunswick, and other products. This morning, clouds of smoke puffed from the building as heartbroken workers watched in despair. Sean Hastings, a merchandiser employed to the company for 10 years, was overwhelmed as he ponders his next move. "I'm not feeling good right now. You can't have a good feeling when you see a company of 10 years burnt to the ground like this. It's a challenge. You're thinking whether you're going to be out of a job," Hastings said, adding that he has faith that God will carry him through. Salesman for 17 years, Aaron Cunningham, was more optimistic about the future, declaring that God will be there for them despite the tragedy. "I think that God is in the midst of what is going on right now, and we shall come back stronger than before. Although we are affected by this great trauma right now, but we'll rise again," he said. The management of the company were this morning locked in a meeting discussing the possible fallout from the fire. There are 150 employees in Facey's merchandise division. New building to be constructed to house Lawrence Tavern Health Center. A new building is to be constructed during the fiscal year 2022-23 to house the Lawrence Tavern Health Center in West Rural St. Andrew. The facility has outgrown the structure it now occupies. The project will be financed by the National Health Fund (NHF) and the Culture, Health, Arts, Sports and Education Chase Fund. This was announced by the Minister of State in the Ministry of Health and Wellness and the constituency's Member of Parliament, Julie Cuthbert-Flynn.
Madam Speaker, this pandemic has taught us so much about our health and the benefit of a resilient healthcare system. Commendations to the government for the numerous renovations and construction of health centres across the country over the last 5 years, with one such renovation taking place last term at the Stony Hill Health Centre. Primary health care, Madam Speaker, is important to treat non-life-threatening illnesses, which in turn reduce the strain on the hospitals. I must commend my Health Minister, Dr. the Honourable Christopher Tufton, who is focusing on preventative measure of health and wellness by zooming in on lifestyle choices. Madam Speaker, this takes me to Lawrence Tavern Health Centre, which treats over 200 patients daily. Currently, this space is inadequate and needs a complete renovation because it's an ad hoc place. The centre accommodates patients coming as far as Glengough in St. Mary, which borders West Rural. Madam Speaker, I'm happy to announce that a new building is coming as the National Health Fund and Chase will undertake this project for the 2022 financial year. And here, take a look.
Jamaica's COVID death toll reaches 2,000. Jamaica recorded 221 new COVID-19 cases on Saturday, bringing the overall infection total to 86,126. The Ministry of Health and Wellness reported that the new cases comprise 118 females and 103 males with ages ranging from 62 days to 96 years. The cases were recorded in Clarendon 18, Hanover 10, Kingston and St. Andrews 70, Manchester 6, Portland 12, St. Anne 2, St. Catherine 28, St. Elizabeth 3, St. James 33, St. Mary 7, St. Thomas 12, Trelawney 8, and Westmoreland 12. Meanwhile, 5 more deaths were recorded, bringing the virus death toll to 2,000. The deceased are a 52-year-old female from Trelawney, a 72-year-old male from St. Thomas, a 79-year-old female from Kingston and St. Andrew, a 43-year-old female from St. Catherine, and a 70-year-old male from St. Anne. The deaths occurred between September 11 and October 8. In the meantime, 200 more people recovered in the last 24 hours, bringing total recoveries to 54,295. Currently, 429 people are hospitalized, 30 of which are critically ill, 53 are severely ill, and 90 are moderately ill. There are 29,245 confirmed active COVID-19 cases on the island. JBN, we keep you informed. Please remember to subscribe, like, share, leave us a comment, and click the notification bell to receive our daily news items.